This is typical "I'm so glad you're home" behavior. Hello and welcome to a new vlog. It is 3:07 p.m. and your girl forgot to record this morning. I woke up at 7 and took my supplement, and then my second alarm went off at 8 when I was supposed to get up, and I turned it off and grabbed Desi and was like, I'm just gonna lie here and snuggle for a minute, and then I woke up at 10. And then I just had a very slow morning and didn't actually get myself put together and wash my hair until noon. So it's been a bit of a slow day. I had some lunch and played some Fortnite with Paulina for a bit. Also, shout out, if you like cozy, fun gaming content, definitely check out her socials. I will link her in the description. She streams on Twitch and has a TikTok, and I get to play with her while she's streaming sometimes, and it's just a lot of fun. So definitely go check her out if you enjoy cozy gaming and Fortnite stuff and all that. So yeah, that's what I just got offline from, and now I am looking at my freelance tasks to see what all I need to do today. And basically right now I'm kind of in a bit of a struggle between feeling like I should be productive and getting things done, and just enjoying not having a super structured schedule while I'm off work. You know, that kind of thing. I don't have a job dictating that I be online, certain hours and structure my day all around it. And I have the freedom to get up later or, sleep longer. Apparently I needed that extra 2 hours of sleep, It's such a struggle though, because, and I've probably talked about this in previous vlogs, but I'm just feeling so tired again. And I think it's partly because last week was just so rough with the digestive stuff, and then the migraine that kind of lingered. Even yesterday it wasn't a full-on migraine, but my whole head was hurting from the storms the previous night and the air pressure changing. There was one point I was standing in the kitchen and the air pressure shift happened. This ear I couldn't hear out of, and this ear was ringing, and I was just whew, just standing there whoa. And then it equalized. I swallowed a few times, my ears popped, and it equalized, and I was fine. But all day up until I finally had some dinner and took in a leave, and thankfully between that and hydrating like crazy, I was able to be headache free for the evening. And then today I've been feeling much better. So, but basically from the day I had that migraine, Wednesday, all the way to yesterday, I had some kind of headache, tiredness, stuff going on. So it's I feel last week just kind of fell into a black hole. No. So it's part of me is is it just the, I don't know, I'm overthinking it. I know I'm overthinking it, and I'm really trying to allow myself to rest and enjoy having a less structured schedule while I can, because it is nice to just get up when I want to and have more time to just hang out with Paulina and it is so nice. And when I have a full-time job, I can't do that. I did just hop on Indeed for a little while and had to stop because I just got so discouraged again. It's so, I know I've talked about it in previous vlogs, so I won't go back over it. Trying not to feel discouraged about that, because I know that every job I've had in the last few years that has been really good, I got based on word of mouth, referrals, or recommendations. So it's I don't want to let Indeed get me down when my best jobs have not been through Indeed. So anyway, just a lot going on in my brain. I'm also thinking about how to approach the stuff with my sister I haven't heard from her in several weeks, and it's kind of getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I think I need to say something. I've kind of had some epiphanies, which I believe I've covered in past vlogs, so if you've watched those, you may be up to speed on that. And I think that I need to share that with her. So yeah, I've had that. And then my partner wants to have kind of a touch base on where I'm at with my plans as far as like moving and what my time frame is and like all that. He wants to talk about that soon. And I'm like, I mean, I'm still planning to move, but I don't have a time frame because I don't have a job lined up at the moment. So it's like, so yeah, just a lot kind of clouding up my head and kind of making me feel like I have a heavy head. That and the pollen outside are not helping. Just kind of in a weird place, just feeling a little bit off kilter. Please let me know if you're dealing with that kind of thing too. So it definitely helps to know. Is it, is something in retrograde? Is it just my cycle? Like, I never know. And it's so easy. I'm sure you can relate. It's so easy to just like get so like wrapped up in what's going on in your head and then lose touch with outside factors that could be causing it, and just assuming, oh, it's something, something wrong with me, or, whatever, when it's literally something's in retrograde, about to start my period or something, that kind of thing. Lots of stuff. And I also, last week, I felt like crap, so I didn't record the novel video, and I also did not edit, so I'm behind on editing again instead of being like ahead and having padding. So I feel like a lot of stuff I've been working on just kind of fell apart last week. Getting ahead on stuff, getting a routine with workout, like all these different things kind of fell apart last week, which is really hard. But, I did not ask for a migraine. And that's what I have to remind myself. It didn't fall apart because I just decided, I don't want to work out. I want to lie in bed all day. Whatever. I mean, to be fair, even if that had been the case, if my body needed the rest, see, there I go, justifying again. If I need it, and like, my worth is not bound up in what I get done. My needs are not validated simply by anything. My needs don't need to be validated. They really don't. My needs are my needs, right? I do not need my needs validated by anyone or anything. They are what they are. Why does that feel so weird? This is like, you're seeing some deep work here. You're seeing some deep work happen right now. Please let me know if you are learning the same stuff or have learned. Like, I would love to hear from you if you have any tips on working through all of this. Yeah, because I know I'm not the only one. It feels like it though, so it's like I feel like I've been rambling, trying to decide what I should do next. I have a freelance project I need to start today. Part of me is like, do I need to just journal and kind of get this stuff out so that I feel like I can think clearly? I think what I'll do is set a 20-minute timer, put on some lo-fi music, and journal until the timer's up, and just see what comes out. Like stream of consciousness, basically. Just kind of like breathe out onto the page, word dump, brain dump, whatever. Just see what happens, see how I feel by the end of it, and then go from there. So if you'd like to join me, I will record it. You can pause the video, grab your journal, pen, something cozy to snack on or sip on, and we can have a little bit of journal with me time. So I'm gonna grab my stuff and we can get started. was a very fast 20 minutes. I hope that if you joined me, your journal session was really good. Mine led me to the conclusion that I am way too in my head right now, and I need to drop back down into my body and get back in touch with my intuition, my sacral authority, my body, and just breathe for a bit. So, because I'm basically writing through these things that it's like, like what I said, what should I be doing with my time? Da 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 da. And then it's like I realized I asked myself, what if there is no right answer? What if the universe is going to send me what I need regardless of what I do now, simply because I have been doing the hard work already and am ready for whatever it sends me next? What if I am so busy overthinking it and staying busy that I am missing rest and recovery time that I really need? So I think that was the conclusion that I needed to come to with this journaling session. And I can feel it because earlier when my partner messaged me asking, was like, hey, it's been a few months since we really touched base on your plans and stuff, can we talk soon? I immediately had an adrenaline rush and kind of went into fight or flight, because my first thought was, oh no, he's going to pressure me to just find a job and move out so that way he can move on with his life. And I don't think that's what he's going to do. Like, my trauma response was so triggered that I immediately went to the worst case scenario, and it caused a physiological response. I left my body to go back up into my head and go into analytical overthinking, must figure out to avoid trauma mode. I was actually online with Paulina when I got that message from him, and I was very triggered and just kind of like freak out moment, and she helped calm me down and kind of reminded me that it's completely normal that he would have questions, since we haven't talked about all of this in a few months. He wants to know where we're at, where am I at with this process? Because I did drop a bomb on him that I'm moving out of state, and when I do, we're breaking up, and I'm sure he feels like he's kind of been in limbo too. So I'm just really, really grateful that she was there to kind of yoink me out of that spiral, because I could feel myself starting to spiral. So if you're watching this, Paulina, thank you. I love you. So yeah, that's all swirling around in my head too, kind of battling the anxiety. So it's like a voice of reason and anxiety response, so, but anyway, I am gonna do a 10-minute meditation and just try to drop out of my head, get back in touch with my intuition and my body, and go from there. I do think that the first order of business will be to work on the freelance task that I have. It's due tomorrow, and it's only an hour or two, but I want to at least get in there and take a look, maybe spend 30 minutes taking a look, getting a feel for it. And that way, if I have any questions for them, I can ask them today, and then they have time to get back to me tomorrow so I can wrap it up on time. So that's my plan right now. Meditate, and then do the thing with the deadline, because I have people counting on me with a time limit. And then and then we'll see. I'm not going to record this meditation just because we just did a journal sesh, and I'm not sure how long the episode is going to be, and I don't want to overload you guys. Also, if any of you guys have any feedback on that, I know some of my vlogs have been over an hour because I've included 20-minute meditation or 10-minute meditation, 20-minute journal sesh, that kind of thing. If that's too much, let me know. I could, alternate, 1 week we do journaling, 1 week we do meditation. Or if you don't really care, because I put timestamps on there anyway to give you the option to do it or not, let me know that too, because I definitely want to make these vlogs interactive and have like a community kind of, oh, we're going to journal together, we're going to meditate together kind of feel. So that way, we kind of have that to share and you have that to look forward to. That's your cup of cozy. So let me know. And I'm going to stop procrastinating and I'm going to do my meditation and I will check back in with you guys later. I had a really good meditation. I did the one that I have shared before, which is basically like a sound bath, and just kind of like made sure that my chakras were all in alignment and kind of tuned in. So feel much more grounded. And I was able to get about an hour and a half of work done for that freelance project. I found myself really struggling to concentrate and like process everything. So I think I'm kind of fighting kind of a freeze response from the trigger earlier. So, and I don't really want to be on the clock moving so slowly and like so sluggish. So I got enough done to kind of give them an idea of, it's like a 55-page presentation. And I did like 3 or 4 pages just to kind of get some feedback. And then I sent a video asking questions because there were a lot of slides that had notes on what to put there. One of them is like, include stats on this. And I'm like, okay, well, is it going to be text stats that I need to plan for, or is it going to be a chart? So basically just recorded a Slack video asking that kind of thing. And like, hey, not sure about this. I need a little more to go on so I can actually design the page for what needs to go on here. So hopefully they will be able to get back to me so that I can finish it up tomorrow. I'm probably gonna work a little bit off the clock just to kind of make up for how slow I was today. Maybe do like 15-20 minutes off the clock just to kind of compensate. Hopefully I will be thinking a bit more clearly tomorrow. And then I have therapy tomorrow evening, so that's good. So anyway, I'm feeling really tired. When I took Desi out, even though I had a mask on, I could feel the pollen just kind of like oof. So I'm actually fighting a headache again. So not very happy about that. I think that might be part of what's going on with the brain fog. So I am going to play Genshin for a bit while my salmon cooks. Just try to get some mental distance from all the stuff going on in my brain. I have found that for me anyway, and some of you are probably going to relate to this, after being in my head so much and like caught up in all of it, using something to get my mind off of it, whether it's a video game, a book, watching YouTube, a movie, whatever, even just like music and exercise or something, just to like get me out of that space, put some distance, so that way I can view the thoughts and ideas and like all of that stuff from afar and kind of see more clearly. Like that really helps. So that's what I'm gonna do, and it's restful. I'm just gonna run around in Genshin and probably just work on getting Mora, which is the in-game currency, so that I can ascend more characters, because I'm always short on Mora. End game struggles. But anyway, I've only got like 10 minutes before my salmon is done. So I'm going to run around in Genshin. I may or may not check back in later, so I'll either see you later or tomorrow. The sun is out and it is a beautiful Tuesday morning. And I got an earlier start today, so that feels really good. I'm still trying to figure out what I really need to be spending my time doing, because, the typical logical thing to do would be spend all your time looking for jobs on Indeed and da-da-da-da. And I just haven't found success with that. So it's like, okay, what can I be doing to set myself up for whatever opportunity is coming? So I'm trying to figure out if I need to start the Adobe certificate that I found on Coursera. I think I'm going to take a look at the Coursera page again, because I was able to get a really good monthly on Creative Suite. It's like $30 per month instead of like their normal $50 or $60. So I have it now. Haven't installed anything yet because I wanted to make sure I was going to use it. So I'm going to spend some time looking into that this morning and kind of go from there. I also need to do some freelance tasks today. So I'll probably just spend a few minutes really quick doing a brain dump and getting a to-do list for the day and figure out, okay, what has deadlines, what can wait, that kind of thing. Do triage basically, because if I don't, my ADHD brain just says it's all important and it's all urgent. And then I'm like, but where do I start? And then I don't get anything done. So I'm going to brain dump and create a prioritized list for myself and just dive in, because I've got to get something done. I've got to get stuff done. I am feeling so restless and anxious, and I'm supposed to potentially, probably, most likely have that conversation with my partner as like a touch base that I mentioned yesterday. So anyway, I am going to hop into it and I will touch base with you later. Whew, it is brain break time. So I am taking a little bit of time to play some Fortnite with Paulina. Get a little bit of just, because I've been working on 2 different projects and I'm like, okay, hang on. This is a lot. So, but they're going well. They are going well. So definitely better than yesterday. The brain fog has been better, making progress. So I feel like I deserve a little bit of a break. So anyway, just wanted to pop in really quick. I will be back later. Just sat down with dinner and gonna play some Genshin while I eat. I've got a histamine-friendly salad. It's got gluten-free chicken nuggets, breaded ones, yummy. Nice source of protein, a little bit of flavor. And then I cut up like a quarter of an onion, a sweet onion, and a whole apple. And then I put some gluten-free panko crumbs on it. And I wanted to put some blackberries, but I had them last night and I want to make sure that I'm okay with them before I have them too frequently. But yeah, so it's very, very simple, very basic. I also forgo the pistachios just because I felt like it was like a lot going on, which sometimes I like a fully loaded salad, but tonight just wanted something simple. So apples, sweet onion, chicken nuggets on a bed of romaine lettuce. Very simple, but I've been doing well with the onions and I think having them in my diet is good. So anyway, but yeah, my talk with my partner went really well and I am much relieved. I have not heard back from my sister yet, but I kind of didn't expect to. So we'll see, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I was earlier. And then I've got therapy in about half an hour. So yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy some Genshin and dinner and then have therapy and kind of have a relaxing evening. I got quite a bit done as far as like freelance tasks today, so I feel like this evening can be kind of a chill evening. I do need to work on editing a vlog though. So other than that, it's going to be a chill evening, probably mostly just gaming. I may or may not hop back in later. We'll just see how everything goes, how my energy is. So I'll either see you later or I'll see you tomorrow. Hello again. Decided to pop back in for a few minutes. Therapy was really good and I feel so much better than I did earlier or yesterday. What did my voice do? Distracted. Okay. Feeling a lot more relaxed and at ease. I'm still fighting with anxiety about finances just because, I'm not destitute, but it's just hard not having bi-weekly paychecks coming in, With my freelance work with my friend, I get paid at the end of the month. So once a month. So even though I've done quite a few hours this month, I won't see that for 2 weeks from yesterday. No, yeah, from like March 31st, April 1st, so 2 weeks. It's just a little bit anxiety inducing, which I think is an old tape, the scarcity mindset trying to come back to the surface and take over. And I'm really fighting that because I do believe that something really big and good is coming my way. I've been doing the deep work and I'm feeling like I'm about to see the benefits in my outer world. like I see them in my inner world. I know I've talked about that in the past, that disconnect and feeling so frustrated and torn and stretched between my inner world and my outer world because they don't match. But I have this feeling that they're about to start aligning. Whether that's in the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, don't know. Just that it's on its way. And I'm not going to put a time limit because it'll happen when I'm ready. And I just need to focus on one step at a time. So if that sounds like you, be encouraged. One step at a time. One day at a time. One task at a time. One breath at a time sometimes. Like, seriously. If that's all you can think about is one more second of this video, one more breath, that's okay. And this is a safe channel for you to hopefully find encouragement and feel less lonely. So, anyway, I'm going to call it a night, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning! I am going to be very careful not to show the top of my head because I have bedhead today. And as you can see, oh hi, stay. As you can see, I'm still in PJs. So, but I just got up. I got up a little bit later than anticipated, but thank you. Thank you. Mwah. Mwah. Hi. She's like, I need my breakfast snuggles. Hi. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, cutie. Anyway, I got up later than anticipated, but it was because last night, after the whole thing with my sister and then the anxiety of talking with my partner, my brain just would not shut down. So I was up until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for all them kisses. You know I love the kisses. Yeah, I love the kisses. I could not wind my brain down. And so I did some Genshin quests that have been in my quest list for over a year. I know that. I was just in a weird mood, like, I don't know. So just a nice slow morning. I decided to just kind of chill in bed instead of sitting for a long time watching YouTube this morning. So that's why I'm already like in here. I just made tea and I have my granola bar. So I'm going to have breakfast at my desk and take a look at freelance tasks and stuff. A little bit of a departure from my usual routine, but I want to kind of still get a decently early start on the morning. Yesterday was a lot, but I regulated through it and I'm proud of myself for how I handled both situations. So, yeah. I also have a bit of extra excited energy because before I share what I'm so excited about, just know, in case this is a trigger for you, I am going to talk about weight. So if that's not something that you care to hear about, or if it is something difficult or triggering for you, I'll have the timestamp on the screen so you can skip it. I just did a weigh-in. Usually I do them on Wednesdays, but I haven't been doing them consistently just because I've been trying to not really think about my weight so much. I wanted to see if there had been any drastic progress since I did the tapping workshop like a week or two ago, whenever that was, like 2 weeks ago. And I am very shocked and happy to report that despite working out and like building muscle, which usually like adds weight, and I'm about to get my period, I still lost 3 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I'm like, what in the world? So yeah, I am shocked because I think part of me really didn't think that there was anything to the idea of trauma causing your body to hold on weight as a form of protection. So I was a little bit skeptical, but I'm really, really glad to know that it is legit because not only is it healing parts of my heart and mind as I go through these things, it's also helping clear out things that no longer serve me so that I can move forward with a clean slate into this new chapter that I'm still, between the old and the new. I'm still in the in-between, but it was really encouraging because at this point, the extra weight on my body just serves to remind me of the things that the people in my life should have protected me from, but didn't. And I want to let that go. I want to release that. I want to let the past rest. I am beyond excited to see that progress and to see, like, this is one area where my inner world and my outer world are beginning to align, like I mentioned yesterday. And it is such a huge one for me because I have struggled with my weight for so long and thought that it was something wrong with me. Like, oh, I just don't have the discipline. I just don't have the willpower, blah, blah, blah. And all along it was trauma, unresolved, my body trying to protect me. And all it took was finding out the truth. And it's like a key unlocking a door. And I stepped through into this magical world where these things don't weigh me down anymore. So anyway, I just wanted to update on that just because it's huge. It's a huge turning point for me. And I know I'm not the only one who struggles with these things. Again, if this is something that you would like to hear more about or discuss, please let me know. And because I know it's not for everyone. So definitely let me know in the comments, and potentially we could have a conversation in Substack or something. And I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, on that note, I am going to have my tea and my granola bar and have a slow morning, just chilling on my laptop in the sun because the sun is so bright today. I just wish I could be out in it, but it is what it is. One day I will be back on track with the histamine stuff and my allergies will be in check, and I will live somewhere that is a lot easier to handle as far as that goes. Georgia is awful. But anyway. All right, I'm going to go and I will check back in with you later. This is how cuddly snuggly she's being. She just wants her baby snuggles. Puppy paws, puppy paws, puppy paws. She's like, Mom, just let me rest. Just had a bit of gaming time with Paulina and some people that she knows, and it was fun. It was so sweaty though, like, oh my gosh, but it was fun. It was fun. But it's like, I always get nervous, like, gaming with new people for the first time, because it's like, you don't know, like, what their style is and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go make some dinner and hang out for a bit, and then probably edit some more and game. So yeah, kind of a uneventful day and kind of probably a short day as far as the vlog goes. But anyway, it's all right. Just not a lot going on, and honestly, I'm okay with that. So anyway, I will catch you later. Just got a bunch done in Genshin and had some fun. So yeah, I had oatmeal for dinner because I was feeling very tired, and I gamed a bit longer than I thought I was going to, so I kind of ran out of time to put something in and not be like absolutely starving. So, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. Just gonna try to get some good sleep and get an earlier start tomorrow than I did today, and see how it goes. So yeah, I'll see you then. We made it to Thursday. I just got ready for the day, did some laundry, tidied up a little bit. So I'm like all sweaty and Like, ugh. I am very, very excited because I decided to tell my freelance people that I'm going to be out of pocket tomorrow because I really want to work on my stuff. The energy update from Jenna Zoe last week was really good. It really kind of spoke to me that I do need to I need to get these things done. So, okay. So she says, the universe is opening a new door for each of us right now, one we were never given a sneak peek of before, but now we can feel and taste swirling around us. During this time, we can jump into this door, which contains a quantum timeline where our lives increase by leaps and bounds, where we are much more carried, where we're not always figuring everything out, where life feels like it got an overnight upgrade. But there is only one condition. We can't take our old self with us. And then a little bit later, during this time we are being invited to let ourselves be born anew as much as possible. Anything that doesn't reflect the you wish to be, get busy, ruthlessly discarding it. Whether that's clothes, beliefs, belongings. It could even be your posture, the way you lean on your chair, the automatic way you think you have to open your phone because you think that's the normal way to do it. That really spoke to me, and I was like, I've been feeling like I needed to. I've been feeling it. And so I'm just going to do that because I want to be able to step through that door. I want to be able to step through that door. So, and part of that is getting my belongings in order, as I've mentioned before, so that when the door opens for me to move, I'm ready. I keep seeing it being where the door opens and I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that. And then because I took care of my belongings and I got my things in order, I can be like, cool, let's go. Instead of, oh no, I have to do all these things and end up being like stressful. So that's what I'm manifesting. So in order to set myself up to be in that position, I need to do the work. My tomorrow will be upbeat music, caffeine, and going through my things. But I think it will be a good way to spend a Friday. I'm going to crack open my laptop and do some workish things and then have some lunch. So I guess I will check back in with you a little bit later. Just got back from the chiropractor and Desi wants to give me all the kisses. This is typical I'm so glad you're home behavior. Good adjustment, and I did traction for 6 minutes today because my muscles felt okay. If you haven't been to a chiropractor and done traction before, you may not know. Basically, they have tables with a bar at the end. So typically it's like a little round bar, and you lie on it like under your neck like this, so that way you work on your curve, because the cervical spine is supposed to have between a 34 and 43 degree curve this way. So to be like, that's like in the healthy range. And so yeah, to get it and maintain it, you do traction, or you can use a little thing that they call a Deneroll. It's basically a little cushion type thing. I don't know, it's not even a cushion, it's like hard foam, and you lie on it and it helps with the curve. Anyway, I did it for 6 minutes, so I'm excited. I am gonna check Slack again just to make sure nothing came through while I was out, check a few other things, and then probably game for a bit until it's time to do errands, do grocery shopping. So, and I think we're gonna get dinner at Zaxby's, which is always nice. It's one meal a week that I don't have to cook and do dishes, which is so nice considering the fact that I have to cook everything fresh now and I can't do like pre-prep for stuff. So yeah, it's just nice. So anyway, I'm gonna go do that, and then I don't know if I'll check back in when we get home or not, but if so, then I'll see you then. If not, then I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's a cold day outside. It's been a minute since I filmed in my sweatshirt and my beanie. That was the norm when I started this vlog in January, not February. Anyway, I had some breakfast and tea. It is 42 Fahrenheit outside, so I'm gonna take Desi out and do my normal morning routine. And then I'll hop on Slack, make sure there's nothing I missed. And then I think I wasn't going to do any like worky kind of stuff today, but I realized I got so far behind on editing that I need to edit this weekend's vlog. And tomorrow I'm going to be busy. We have hair appointments and I'm going to get a haircut and some fun stuff done. So we're going to be gone quite a bit tomorrow. So I'll have to edit today and tomorrow, but I'm only like halfway through the vlog. So yeah, your girl's been feeling a little overwhelmed this week, and I didn't really even realize what it was until this morning. It's like, I'm just feeling overwhelmed. Just that's all there is to it. So I think I will probably edit through lunch and then I will tackle my things. So start with things I have listed online, go through them, figure out what to take to Goodwill, and then I have another couple of boxes that I need to go through and see what I can offload. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I feel like I will be able to clear out some clutter mentally and physically, but I also am feeling tired. Did not sleep very well last night. So part of me is just wanting to sit and edit all day and work on my workbook and some other stuff. So it's like, ugh. But I need to keep things moving. I need to keep, even if it's just one box today or 2 boxes or whatever, just keep the process moving forward. Because every single thing that I do, even no matter how small, yes, I know, just a minute, is a step toward moving. So anyway, Desi's fussing to go out, so I better do that and I will catch up with you later. Hi again. It's almost 4 and I'm really tired. I did not end up going through my stuff because I was carrying Desi upstairs and felt my neck twinge, and I was like, and so I decided to put it off because I'm really scared that if I go start moving boxes and lifting things, that I'm going to have a migraine. And tomorrow we are supposed to go for haircuts and I'm going to get some highlights and stuff. And I, like, as a little birthday treat, my birthday is next weekend, but getting it done this weekend. So I don't want to be feeling like crap tomorrow during that. So I decided to put it off, and instead I worked on editing a vlog. So basically just going to have a chill day and hopefully get this weekend's vlog done and ready to go. That way I can schedule it, upload it, and schedule it to go live on Sunday. So yeah, I was just feeling really stressed about trying to work on my stuff, and I can't, I don't want to be too tired to edit, and then the whole idea of getting a migraine. Anyway, so this is better. I'm feeling really tired anyway, so I'm just trying to not be frustrated and just listen to my body and be okay with that. So when we get back tomorrow, though, I'm thinking that if I have energy left, I might do it then. Since if I have a migraine on Sunday, it's not as big of a deal. I obviously don't want another migraine, but I also need to go through that stuff and so yeah, just kind of hanging out. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So that also means that tomorrow morning I don't have to get out super early and try to do stuff before our haircuts. So yeah, be a little bit more of a chill weekend, which I think would be nice. Last weekend was kind of iffy because of that lingering migraine and all of that. So I feel like having a nice chill, actually relaxing weekend is going to be really good. I guess I'll just hop back in later and let you know where I'm at. So this is Editing Annie. I did not actually pick up my camera again, so I don't have an outro. So this is the outro. But Saturday was a really nice day. Getting my hair done was such a treat. Got some highlights. You'll see them in the next episode. So lots of fun. And after we got back, I did still have some energy. So I was able to go through some stuff. I even went through more than the 2 boxes that I had planned, and it felt amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this week's vlog. If you enjoyed it, please drop me a comment and let me know if the things that I'm sharing resonated with you. I would love to hear. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do that, because I do have a lot more cozy content coming down the pike. Cannot wait to share it with you. So that is a wrap on this week's vlog. I will see you next week, and in the meantime, stay cozy.